There's about 9,000 homeless kids in Chicago on any given night, and only about 200 beds.
Many are single moms with children.
They have a total inability to be in a safe place, and you start to get a lot of despair.
Humboldt Park is one of the most violent communities in the city of Chicago.
Their life expectancy is like 25. If they go past 25, they're lucky. Their self-esteem is so low. I mean, you can't get any lower when you have to be living in the street.
There's foster care up until 18, and DCFS says that once you're 18, you're old enough to make decisions on what you're going to do with your life.
It's important for anyone to have a safe and stable environment from which to grow.
You have to be able to have that safe place, and that's what we hope La Casa Norte will supply.
The Humboldt Park area on Chicago's west side is a hard neighborhood in which to grow up. Plagued by violence, drugs, high unemployment, and an extremely high dropout rate, its streets have become home to a growing number of children.
I've been homeless since the age of 12 because my mother, she was on drugs. She decided to leave, left me and my little brother in the corner with nowhere to go, no family. So from there, I decided to live my own life, do what I need to do to survive, take care of me and my little brother.
I lost my job, so everything got behind. The rent got behind, the gas, the electric. My biggest fear is losing my kids because of not having the money to support them.
I basically went through my whole high school years without my principal or any of my teachers knowing that I was homeless. So yeah, it was kind of rough.
When they do get an opportunity to get into a shelter, they can only stay for a certain amount of time. And then they're back on the street again, and usually they aren't any better off when they go back on the street than they were in the beginning. So it becomes a cycle for them.
Breaking that cycle of homelessness is the mission of La Casa Norte.
Wherever they're at, in terms of being in crisis, we try to improve their condition. And we do that through various methods, including case management counseling, housing advocacy, and job employment readiness and placement.
The main goal right now that you mentioned is meeting with the placement manager.
Yes.
Okay.
So we set some goals. We have an action plan. This is for them to create their own goals, what they want to do, how do they want to get there, by when do they want to accomplish that, and following up with them. So that's the partnership that we create with all our clients.
The partnership between La Casa Norte is that they showed me that I had to work for everything that I wanted. It took me about 6 months to trust La Casa Norte. And I finally trusted them. And when I did trust them, I kind of seen that I could use them as my family. And I kind of look at La Casa Norte as my only family, because they're the ones that taught me everything that I need to know as far as growing up wise.
Some days he gets really, really sick from the HIV. Cynthia made me feel at home. She talked to me, she talked to my kids.
What about you? How are you doing?
It wasn't so much that I was looking at everything alone. You know, I had somebody that was going to be there for me.
In addition to the Crisis Center, La Casa Norte also operates a transitional housing residence called Solid Ground Supportive Housing Program. Here, male youth aged 16 to 21 can live for up to 2 years while receiving critical supportive services.
We feel that would give them enough time where they could learn a skill or go to school or college and become self-sufficient.
So I want to get some feel from you. What is it like, you know?
The Solid Ground Supportive Housing Program is a 24/7 residential facility. And so we will have professionally trained staff on site at all times to work with the youth, to act as a positive adult mentors. The program staff will help youth learn the independent living skills that they normally would have learned in a positive, functioning home environment. And so that means the youth will learn everything from how to, wake up in the morning and do chores, along with how to find a job, how to develop a career.
So why don't we start with what to do before an interview? How do you prepare?
We're actually helping them mature and develop and getting some of the resources and getting some of that education that they normally would have gotten in the home environment.
And go to right here, LCN clients.
And so we're going to take every opportunity there is in this residential facility to provide the love and support and teaching that youth need and that they would have normally learned in a family.
Ah, look at that, summer fellow.
Things have gotten better. We're getting through it, and just knowing that if something starts to fall apart or something, that I have somebody I can fall back on.